Hey y'all, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Transformational Tantra. I'm very glad to see you. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Here we talk about love, good, bad, all aspects of love, all over the place. So if this resonates with you, and this is for the collective, if it resonates with you, please like and subscribe. Please share. Greatly appreciate it. So we're going to get into it. Today's message is about heart space. Let me explain. You know, when we get over things, people, circumstances, whatever, we go into a mode where we start either working out, we start getting ourselves together to get ourselves in the right space. But our trigger will be when it's time to be with someone else. That'll be our trigger. And then we'll be like, no, I'm good. Pushing away, right? And then we wonder why we don't manifest that. So I wanted to speak to the heart space. And reminding you, be very careful what you say and what you think. That's what you bring in. But I want to deal with the heart space. When you learn lessons in love, and they're all kind, positive, negative, whatever. But when you learn lessons in love, in particular self-love, we feel beat up. We feel kind of defeated in a way. But then we also know that it was needed for our cleansing. Doesn't feel any better, but we know it was needed for our cleansing. And we go through this time where we're like, okay, been there and done that. Don't want it again. Don't want to deal with it again. I'm good, right? But we have to also keep in mind, if we push away certain things. Now, I'm not talking about when it's like, okay, we'll deal with it later. I'm talking about, though, you have a family member that introduces you to someone because you should date. Or, you have the friends telling you, you need to go out and meet people. You need to date. That kind of thing. And we're like, no, I'm good. I'm good, right? What I'm talking about today is being mindful the heart space it comes from. I did my archetype cards today, and the one I got was heart. I was like, ooh. And allowing love from the outside now. Now, this is what we're touching on. So, I'm a self-love coach and working on love of self, right? And I've been done a lot of videos on love of self. And I said we were moving toward now loving other people. Now that's the tough part. Okay, so we didn't walk through the love of ourselves. Now we're moving into the arena where we can't control other folks. We may want them to like us back. Excuse me. They may or may not. Okay. So now we're moving into the arena of other people. And that is tricky. Because sometimes some of the first things is like, nope, and we're pumping brakes, right? And we'll go into this script, people don't deserve us, they don't deserve to have us, absolutely not, right? Okay, that may be true. But we cannot close ourselves off from people. We don't live in this world by ourselves. Our jobs, most of our jobs require other people. And a lot of our jobs require us to serve other people, to be in service to other people. Now, when you're in service to other people, you're not acting ugly. And, you're not supposed to be sitting up there acting ugly and being rude and stuff like that. You're in service too. Okay? And so we get to this, I loved myself, I worked on myself, I am there. And then the first test comes in is how we're loving other people, not how we're loving ourselves. Sometimes it is how we're loving ourselves, because we'll encounter folks that need to go. But when you encounter having to deal with other people and the love of other people, which, one, they may not be on your frequency or wavelength or amplitude, so they're not going to understand. Two, they may run away from you. Three, they may mistreat you because they don't understand themselves. Many different things. And yet, we're supposed to walk in love anyway. And we are. We are. There's a difference between being a fool, meaning you keep repeating it over and over again. Baby, if a person keeps telling you no, walk on, right? But what about the balance of when we're out, just in a grocery store, and you may be in a particular place where a constant number of people are rude to a certain group of folks, or they make it clear you're not wanted at that store, or those type of things, okay? What do? Baby, you gotta love them anyway. See, that's the tough part about being in divine too, is when you get your lessons, you know them, but when the other en masse don't. And you're expected to teach, but the backlash you can get, or what else have you, from those that don't understand. That was Jesus' path, babe. That's all Jesus went through, is walking around folks that really didn't understand. Some of them were curious, some of them wanted to, but they really didn't understand. And those that did understand and didn't want the message out, those are the ones that killed it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about when you're having to walk and be among these people. See, our ancestors right now are calling a lot of us to do this work on our people. And just because, what I mean by people doesn't mean the same race of folks. Okay? Some of us may be a particular race and how we look, but genetically speaking, we have other things mixed in our DNA. And right now, a lot of star seeds are being called by the ancestors to heal our lineages, to get the curse off of the lineages through us. And I can tell you, a lot of us are like, what? No, not while I'm here. And for some of us, it's not while we're here. Some of us, we have a divine purpose of why we're here, and it's getting slapped on some of us. And we're kind of like, are you for real? This is not what I signed up for. I did not come to do that, nothing with my people. I came to do what divine to me do. Well, but guess what? It could be a part of your path. I'm just saying. So, in loving you, shows you how to love other people. But baby, I want you to be forewarned. Okay? There's a reason why you have divines, you have karmics, you have those ascending, you have those descending. There's a reason why you know and they don't. There is a reason why we get some people that the divine needs us to turn around and we're catalysts for, and they still don't get it. And yes, we can end up hurt. Yes, we can be the bringer of the lesson. Yes, we can end up browbeaten in front of a whole group of people. Many different situations. Doesn't change what we're here to do. That's the needle's eye. Loving yourself. That's the needle's eye. Walking what divine is asking you to do. That's the needle's eye. Because it don't ask you to walk what's comfortable. It asks you to walk what is needed, not what's comfortable. And when you love self and you freed yourself from that whole karmic situation, baby, your next thing is the path in which you were sent here to do. That's your next thing. That's what you're to be ready for. The path in which you're sent here to do. So, folks, we're walking toward the self-love and loving the authentic spirit. Our authentic spirit, who we authentically are. Okay, now we're moving toward loving others the way we need to love others. And teaching others how to love us and others in turn. And I'm telling you, that is a difficult job. It is not impossible, but that is a difficult job. But I want you to understand something. A lot of people may be saying, man, I ain't gonna do that. I gotta make sure I got it. Hold on a second. There are many others that have. Yes, you can. That is what we're here to do. And if you don't walk it, you get the punishment that you get. If that's part of your path, baby, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're called to do. I'm not going to sit up. I don't use them word obedience. I don't do all that. Because if you give me them words, I ain't going to do nothing. But that's me. However, I honor why I'm here and what I'm here to do. Do I like it? No. I like part of it. I don't like the part when I got to bring something to folks that are closed-minded in one particular way and can't see, but then understand something. Yes, we are asked to lead, but when someone doesn't want to be led, baby, we're to leave them alone and we're to move on to the next ones that do. I understand that. We're not here to spend all this time on you and you don't want to do what you're supposed to do. We ain't got time for that. We ain't doing that. Dig? So, it's time to start spreading the love amongst people. Still maintaining the balance and love of self. But it's time to start spreading the love amongst people and teaching people how to love each other once you have learned how to love and choose you. It's now going to be time for the hard work. See, once you've seen why Spirit even loves you in the first place and how beautiful you really are, now you got to teach others how beautiful they really are. That's paying it forward. That can be you walking on the street, and doesn't even have to be someone struggling, but you can feel them and you give them words of encouragement. It could be someone walking across the street or something like that, and feeling so dejected that they have a disability possibly, and you're just making them feel better. It could be someone at the bus stop. You just simply wave to. Okay, you see how many kids be in cars and they just wave at folks or yell out the window, hey, how you doing? That is the cutest thing to me. I absolutely love that, because that's sharing love. Folks, that's sharing love too. A handshake, a wave, a hug, a hey, what's up? That's love too. We ain't asking people to do something grand and stuff like that. No, but if you're called to, baby, then do that if you're called to. We're just asking for you to share love with folks. Be careful, though. People are not going to be where you're at. Not going to have the understanding that you have. So don't take it personal. They just can't see. They're blinded. So don't take it personal. They're just blinded. They ain't on that frequency level with you to even know and be able to understand, because they're not there. That is half of the reason why, over half, people do stuff and be fucked with people, because they don't understand. They don't understand. All right, y'all. So I love you. I need you to love you. I need you to understand how precious you really are. And move in love. It's time for us to start loving each other, y'all. You getting that love of self down. It's now the time to start loving other people. And I will help you do that. Get through that. Take those steps. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. I told you that story of my oldest son when he was, he must have been 2. I think he was 2. And it was during Christmas. People didn't want to shake his hand. Baby, he went, psh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. They wouldn't shake his hand. Whatever. Merry Christmas. He dropped it onto the next person. Dropped it onto the next person. But here is what I loved. Whether it was a good response or a bad response, he still dropped the moment and went on to the next moment. Didn't take it personal. Nothing personal to take. I'm going to say that again. He didn't take it personal. There was nothing personal to take. He was so busy into what he wanted to do, which was bring joy to people, he didn't let nobody ruin that joy. And that's another way you keep bringing love to folks. You don't let no one ruin your joy. You don't let no one ruin your path. You don't let anyone knock you off your throne. You already know, you hear me say that. You don't let no one knock you off your throne. No one. The only one that should be able to take you off your throne is spirit, if they feel so inclined. Other than that, no one knocks you off your throne. All right, y'all. Love you. Love you. Move in love with people. It may not be given back to you. Understand that. But a lot of times, it ain't got nothing to do with you as to why it's not. And that's fact. All right, y'all. Love you. Take care. Namaste.